Hey everyone, it's Susie Shock. Welcome back. We are in divine transformation. So we're into the fifth sacred truth, which is right in the throat. And this beautiful energy center is all about bringing divine light in through the breath and divine light through self-expression. So in today's practice, it's going to be a little bit more of an easy practice where we're focusing more on the breath and opening up through the throat chakra. And we're also focusing on doing some twisting and articulating of the spine, because when we go into our meditation, we're going to be working on with the seed sound for each one of the chakras. It awakens the chakras. So we want the spine nice and warm and ready to receive. So we're going to start in a seated position today. So find a comfortable cross-legged seat, and I am sitting on a block right now. Good. All right, so let's just gently close your eyes for just a minute and just witness how you're feeling. Can you begin to dig into the breath a little bit, in through the nose, out through the nose, and just ask your beautiful body, is there anything I need to know today? And divine transformation is the first of our divine wisdom energy centers and sacred truths. So we want to make sure we're really grounded through the body, but now we're awakening to what our divinity has to say in addition to our body. All right. So to begin with, we're just going to do some figure 8 neck rolls. So be kind with your little cervical spine, right? If it doesn't feel right, back off. Back off. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in. You can open your eyes if you'd like, or you can just listen to my words, but we're going to breathe in, and on the exhale, you're going to bring chin to chest and then rotate it around to the right, to the back, head back to the center, and then chin to chest, roll it to the left and back and center. So inhale, exhale, chin to chest, roll it to the side, to the right side and back. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll it to the left and back. Inhale, center. So you get the rhythm, right? Now just do it to your own breath. You can slow it down. You can speed it up, but try to take a nice long time with those rolls. And again, listening to the body. And again, just asking for that divine inner wisdom to come forward. Let's do a couple more to each side. One more to each side. Perfect. And then just bringing head back up to center again. All right, so now you're just going to raise your right arm to the sky, deep breath in, and then hand goes over, right hand goes to the left ear. Breathing in, and then exhale, bringing the right ear down towards the right shoulder. We're not yanking on it, we're just easing it over ever so gently. Again, listening to the cervical spine and noticing where we're feeling any tension. Couple more breaths, just as you are. Eyes open or closed, whatever feels better to you. I think sometimes it's nice to have eyes closed so you can really play witness to what's happening inside the body. All right, let's slowly roll the chin toward the chest, and then the hand's gonna come right behind the head and guide the chin to the chest ever so easily, ever so gently. Move into that Ujjayi breath. Beautiful. All right. And bring the hand to the forehead and let all of the weight of the head be in the hand. And use the strength of your arm to lift the head back up. And then just release whatever it was. All right, left hand comes high to the sky. Hand comes to the right ear. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you ease it over. Beautiful. So the yoga practices for the next 3 classes will be a little more meditative and a little less active. Good. Take a couple more breaths. Doesn't mean we're not going to get the body warm though. Good. And then slowly bringing the chin to the chest. Hand comes behind the head. And again, just very gently guiding the chin to the chest with the left hand. Always using the breath. Listening and being guided by the breath. And then gently release. Bring the hand to the forehead. Let all of the weight of the head be in the hand. And lift yourself back up to center and just shake it off, whatever came forward. All right, beautiful. Now we're going to kind of replicate what we did, only with the torso, and kind of wake up the spine. So we're going to inhale, and we're slowly going to fold forward and to the right and back. Inhale, and then exhale as you're going to the other side. And you know what? I'm going to take this block out from underneath, so I'm going to tip over. All right. Inhale, center, and then exhale. Take a really nice sweeping rotation. And you find your rhythm. But really get good breath in here. Filling the lungs to capacity. And let's do a couple more. One more round to each side. Beautiful. Inhale to center. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the left hand to the right knee. Bring the belly through. Then the shoulders, and finish with the gaze. So just a nice gentle twist. Remember, we always try to rotate with the lowest part of the spine. So the belly's first, the beautiful low lumbar, then the thoracic, and then the cervical spine. All right, deep breath in. And exhale, rotate to the other side. Belly comes through. Finish with the shoulders, and then the gaze. Two more breaths. And one more breath. Nice, bring it back to the center. Inhaling left arm high, and exhale, we're going to do a little side body bend. So you can stay as you are, you can come down onto the forearm. Just notice your flexibility. And just trying to separate the low rib from the hip. Just kind of dig in there. Softly though. Good, and then inhale, center. Exhale, side body bend to the other side. And then one more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale to the other side. And inhale back to the center. All right, now we're going to move on to our mat, and we're going to go between child's pose, pulling through into cobra pose, and then ending up in cat. All right? So knees may not need to be quite as wide for this when you're scooping through. So easing back into your child's pose. And then just rock it out a little bit from side to side. And just waking up the low lumbar a little bit. Nice. All right, 2 more from side to side. I'm creaky today, I'll tell you that. All right, coming back to the center. So this is how it's going to look. We're going to ground the hands, take an inhale, and then sweep it through, finding cobra, and then lowering down, and then pulling up into cat, into cow, into cat, and then child's pose. Good. Sweep it back through, finding cobra, lowering down, lifting up into cat, and into cow, and into cat, and then landing back in child's pose. So now let's link the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sitting back. Sweep it through. Cobra. Lowering down. Lifting into cat. Moving into cow. Back into cat. Child's pose. One more time through. Sweep it through. Lowering down. Pulling into cat. Into cow. Into cat. Pull back and just pause and hold in your child's pose again. And just find what you really enjoy, right, in your child's pose. Good. All right, just find a little stillness. Let's take 3 more breaths, just as we are. Good, and then grounding the hands. We'll take a nice downward facing dog just to stretch out the back side of the legs. Finding some nice stillness in the pose. Long, even breath in, long, even breath out. Feel free if you want to lift your leg and just get a little inner thigh stretch on either side. Do what you normally do, or maybe you just want to do some more cat and cows. Listening to your body. What does it need? Go ahead and lower it down. Long and even breath in. Long and even breath out. Good. Let's roll up onto all 10 toes. Bend the knees, bring the belly to the thighs. Ease yourself to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your ragdoll pose. And just rock yourself a little bit from side to side, interlacing hands. Maybe taking a chest expansion. Good. Let the hands hang heavy. Toe heel the feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring it all the way up into Tadasana. Take a baby back bend. And then sweep the hands into prayer position, closing the eyes, just pausing for a moment. Again, listening to your internal divine wisdom. Maybe set an intention for the class. Beautiful. So rather than taking chaturanga, we're going to be stepping back. And the standing sequence is going to be somewhat slow this time. All right. Inhale, sweep it up. And then exhale, forward fold. Pause and hold. Inhale. We're going to sweep it up. And exhale, melt the chest down towards the thighs. Inhale, sweeps it up, halfway lift. Bend the knees. Exhale, belly connects to the thighs, folding over the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pause here. Inhale. And exhale, stepping the left leg out, dropping into low lunge. Stabilize yourself. So you're going to ground down and then sweep it all the way up. Nice. So we're going to do floating arms, and we're going to go between little baby back bend and then sweeping forward. And then up into baby back bend and then sweeping forward. All right, ready? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale and then exhale. One more. And bring the arms up and overhead. And then just take a gentle twist to the right. So left hand can come to the outside of the knee. Back hand can come to the back thigh. Just breathing in nice and softly. Inhale and exhale. Twisting of the spine. Belly comes through, shoulders gaze. Nice, and ease it back to the center. Fingertips are going to come down to the mat. We're going to do what's called nerve flossing, and I think we've done it in one of the other classes here, but I didn't call it out. So nerve flossing really helps, like if you have sciatic pain. But again, think of the flow of the breath here, more so than the postures. So we're going to inhale here, and then exhale, pull the hips back, toes are pointed, toes are flexed, toes are pointed, shift forward, inhale. Exhale, toes are pointed and flexed, pointed and forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Nice, couple more. One more. And then we're going to stay here. You can point it and then flex it and get just a nice little flex. And like I said, I like to bend my knee and press into it. So you can stay as you are, or if you'd rather come back and sit on your heel, that's beautiful too. So take a deep breath in. If you're back on your heel, wherever you're at, and then just take a gentle fold. Just a gentle fold. If this is too much, you can always come onto your seat and take Janu Shirshasana as well, and just bring your foot to the inner thigh and fold this way. Do what feels really good to you. You can always use your strap as well. All right, let's take about 3 more breaths wherever you're at. Foot is flexed, right? So we're lengthening the backside, we're shortening the top, the front of the leg. One more breath. Good. Let's shift it forward. Back foot will meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it high to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold, lifting and lowering. Inhale, halfway lift, unravel the spine. Exhale, melt the belly to the thighs. Inhale, unravel the spine. Exhale, melt belly to thighs. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt belly to thigh. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt belly to thigh. And slowly step the right foot back into low lunge. Get stable. Root down and ground. Remember, we pull everything in, lift it up, arms come up and overhead. Nice deep inhale, baby back bend. Exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, baby back bend. Let the throat open. Exhale. Inhale, baby back bend. Exhale. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms come up and overhead, and then exhale, move into that gentle twist. You can put your right hand on your left thigh, belly comes through, shoulders gaze, or you can stay just like that, whatever works best for you. Belly comes through. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Very nice. One more breath. And then coming back to the center. Good. Fingertips ground. We're going to do the nerve flossing. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Toes are pointed. Toes are flexed. Toes are pointed. Lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, we'll pause and we'll hold here with foot flexed. You can stay just as you are. You can grab your blocks if you'd like. You can sit back on your heel. Or remember, you can pull your foot through into Janushirshasana, where the foot comes to the inside of the thigh. So find what feels and works best for you and your body. Foot is flexed. Heel is reaching forward. Toes are coming back towards the nose. And make sure that head is in line with the spine, that you're not looking up, because we want to get a nice long neck. It's a beautiful thing. Good, let's take about 3 more breaths just as we are. What is coming forward for you in this moment? Good, let's shift forward. Round the hands, back foot meets the front. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unravel the spine. Exhale, fold belly to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, belly to thighs. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, belly to thighs, and just pause and hold here. Gentle forward fold. Nice. And let's come to a halfway lift, and we're going to toe heel the feet to the outside edges of the mat and just take a little yogi squat. Kind of warm up through the hips a little bit more. Reverse the blood flow. Good. And then we're just going to gently sit back and find butterfly pose. So feet come together. Soles of the feet come together. Knees come out to the side. You can use a block or a blanket under both knees. This is also called Baddha Konasana. All right, so deep breath in, deep breath out. You can stay as you are. On the next exhale, if you want to just begin to fold a little bit more and open up the hips. Open up the low back, the low lumbar spine. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, I rock all the time. I think I rock because I just kind of feel that beautiful resonance, that sway, and so I just rock with it. All right, a couple more breaths just as you are. Closing the eyes, noticing how you're feeling in this moment. Beautiful. Let's slowly come to seat. Bringing the knees together, straightening the legs now. And we're going to find Dandasana. It's a very active pose, actually. So I'm reaching out through the heels. My feet are flexing back, and you can actually see my heels lifting off the mat. They don't have to be like that. If you are working on flexibility, you can certainly bend the knees. Do what works best for you. But Dandasana, you're actually grounding your hands. So you could use blocks there too. Shoulder blades are back and down. So think of Tadasana in a seated pose. I'm rooting down through my sits bones. Good. And we're going to flow through this too. So I'll just walk through it one more time or one time with you. We're going to inhale up and then exhale, gently fold. Good. Inhale, grounds the hands, and exhale, lift up into reverse plank with the throat nice and open. Lowering back down, inhale, Dandasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart opens, fingertips and hands ground, lifting the hips. Reverse your plank. Good. Sitting in Dandasana. Arms reach up, feet are flexed. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unravel the spine, ground the hands, lift the hips, reverse your plank. Lower down. Now just close the eyes. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. And just focus on the movement of your spine as you slowly unravel it. And straighten it. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stack the spine, ground the hands, open up, reverse plank. Lower down, one more time, inhale up. And then exhale, beautiful forward fold. Inhale, unravel the spine, ground the hands, reverse your plank. Sitting up nice and tall, lowering down, pause in Dandasana. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, we're going to bend the right knee. You can bring it to the inner thigh, or you can cross it over if that feels better and just give it a nice hug. So inhale, straightening up, lifting up onto the sitting bones. And on the exhale, I'm just going to hug my thigh. I'm going to hug it in to my chest and then bring my belly through and shoulders and gaze. The left leg is still remaining pretty active. Good, it's a beautiful thing. Again, we're just kind of warming up the spine. Perfect. Inhale, come to center, and then exhale. Counter twist. Inhale back to the center, release the legs, just shake them out. And we'll do the other side. So left knee bends, foot comes to the inner thigh, or it crosses over. Doesn't make any difference to me, but we're gonna lift up, like we're tipping the pelvis up. I can feel my sitting bones grounded to the earth. Inhale, and then exhale, give that thigh a hug. Maybe that's where you just wanna stay, is just hugging the thigh because you get a really good stretch. If you wanna move into more of a spinal twist, bring the belly through and then finish with the shoulders and the gaze. Long, even breath in, long, even breath out. Keep the spine long. Very nice. Long, even breath in again. Long, even breath out. Good. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, release, little counter twist. All right, coming back to the center. We're going to bend the knees and slowly roll down to the mat. Do a little more restorative stuff here. So the feet are going to come to the outside edges of the mat. And again, just closing your eyes. We're just going to windshield wiper, right? But we're not going into sensation. We're not going into deep sensation. So all we're doing is with eyes closed, just witnessing from the inside out how the lumbar is feeling, how the hips are feeling, and what can be released. So gently bringing it to the side and then inhaling to the center. And then exhale as you lower it to the other side, but so slowly. And when you're using your breath in this manner, in a really slow pace, you can just infuse that breath with divine love and just offer it to your body. Because it works so hard for us every day. So think of divine wisdom dissecting what the body's wisdom is expressing. So the body's going to nudge, and then the divine wisdom's going to take over and say, oh, this is what this is about. And then, can you speak softly to your beautiful body? A couple more to each side. Good. Gently back to the center. All right, let's bring the feet hip width distance apart. And this time we're going to lift and lower into bridge, and the arms are going to come up and overhead. But rather than lifting as a straight line, we're going to peel the tailbone off, lifting until you get everything off and arms come up overhead. And then we're slowly going to melt the spine back down onto the earth, lowering the arms. So on the inhale, curl the tailbone, lift the low lumbar, lift the thoracic, arms come up and overhead until you're resting on those shoulders. Good, and then just slowly melt the thoracic spine down, the lumbar spine down, and rest. Full breath in through the nose. Remember, you're bringing all of this divine light into the body with these long, even breaths. Now usher it down the spine, just awakening up every energy center in the spine. Go at your own pace, right? Just listening to your body. And you slow it down though, just ease into it. What does it look like? Like if you were to visualize what the breath looks like, what that divine light looks like when it moves into the body, what would you say? Like, is there a color that you visualize moving through the body? Right now, I'm seeing golden light. I'm seeing a golden ray moving through my spine with magenta all around it. Good, let's do a couple more. Nice. One more. Nice. And then bring the knees into the chest and just do little circles with the knees. And then the other direction. Beautiful. Now, We're going to lay or put the legs all the way down on the mat. And notice how your lumbar spine feels. You may want to bend the knees doing this as well. We're going to do arch and flatten. And so what that looks like, I'm going to bring my arms out to the side. You're just gently going to arch the spine, lifting the lumbar spine away from the mat. Before sensation though, you're stopping before sensation. And then gently lowering it down and pressing it into the mat. Right? Working with the breath. Long, even inhale through the nose as you slowly arch the spine. And then gently returning it back to the earth on the exhale. And what that's doing is it's telling the body, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. And I just want your feedback. And just notice, again, as you are articulating through each vertebrae, how is it feeling? So I decided to bend my knees. And when you're flattening, it's almost like you're just tipping the tailbone up just a little bit off the mat. So you're tipping the tailbone towards the mat, lifting the low lumbar, tipping the tailbone away, pressing the low lumbar. So when you think of that beautiful S curve, you're just rolling with the S curve. Let's do 4 more. And eyes are closed and you're witnessing the inside out, not the outside in. And when you've done your 4, you can keep going if you'd like. That's fine with me. But when you're done with your 4, just bring the feet to the outside edges of the mat again and bring knees to touch. So it releases all the tension off of the low lumbar spine. And maybe bring a hand to the heart and a hand to the diaphragm or the belly. And again, just ask, what do I need to know in this moment about my beautiful body? Or what do I need to know about anything that is coming forward for you? And how can I transform that through my thoughts, through my words, through my breath? A couple more breaths, just as you are. And then gently easing knees into the chest, giving them a good squeeze, and then grabbing the inside arches, finding a little happy baby. Right, so that's a really lovely, beautiful stretch as well for the low lumbar spine. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Next posture, we're going to do legs at the wall or plow pose and shoulder stand. So again, you may want to grab a block and just rest it gently underneath the low lumbar, feet to the sky. Could be a rolled up blanket, doesn't make any difference to me, which I find this really nice, or even just crossing the legs and knees into the chest, also really nice. If you want to do a little compression on the throat chakra, then moving into plow pose and then shoulder stand. Being very mindful again of the cervical spine and that you are putting all of the weight on the back of the shoulders, not on the neck. And if you feel your neck pressing into the mat, then get a blanket underneath the shoulders. All right, you do you, and I will do me. Actually, I think I'm just going to stick with legs up the wall for now. I think that sounds great to me. I'm in a more restorative type of mood today. Wherever you're at, let's take 6 more breaths, long and even. In through the nose, easing it out through the nose. Gentle, loving thoughts and words to your body. I love you, I love you, I love you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. If there's things you're hurting from, whether it's emotional or physical, offering compassionate thoughts. I had an emotionally difficult morning. And I feel like I am through it now that I've done this practice. All right, friends. If you're in plow pose or shoulder stand, gently making your way down. Before we go into our final sequence, though, I just want to show you where we're going to end up because you may want to have some props for it. So I like to finish plow pose and shoulder stand with fish pose, but I want to do that as our final resting posture. So whether you're doing a blanket, a rolled up blanket, or a couple of blocks, you're going to put that along the length of the spine, and then the heart opens and the throat opens and the head rests. Okay? So you can do that and you can stay as you are, or I was going to do a little supine twist before we end the class. Because I feel like a final rinse is always important. Okay, so let's do a little more restorative. Instead of just one leg, let's do both legs. All right, so deep breath in, and on the exhale, knees are bent. Both knees are going to go over to the left and gaze to the right. Couple more breaths just as you are. Beautiful, let's bring it back into the center. If you need to straighten the legs, beautiful, perfect. Knees are bent, inhale, and on the exhale, bring both knees over to the right and gaze to the left. Good, a couple more breaths. The knees come back to center. Good, let's just give them a squeeze. I know we're going to go into more of a restorative pose, but I love when you hold the knees into the chest and then you press into the forearms. It gets a really beautiful stretch between the shoulder blades. All right, you can open up into your Shavasana if you'd like, or you can build a little bridge for fish pose. Nice. And then just rest back, long, even breath in, open mouth, exhale out. Sometimes it takes a minute to set these props up properly. There. Life is good. And now, as you are in this final resting pose with the throat chakra nice and open, the heart space nice and open, ask for what you most desire. Feel free to stay in your final resting pose as long as you'd like. If you are ready to come out, just begin wiggling fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to your beautiful body. And if you're in the position to take a full body stretch, go right ahead. Rolling onto your side when you're ready. And then coming up to seated in your own time. Just take your time getting there. Life is good. And gently bringing your hands in prayer position to your heart center. Guiding the love and light from the heart to the third eye center, space between your eyebrows. May you have peace in your thoughts. Our hands to your lips. May you have peace in your words. Our hands back to your heart. Peace in your heart and your actions. Bowing forward to seal in our practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.